Hi, second attempt. Third if you count, I didn't do it last year. But we're going to take a moment on this blizzardy day. As luck would have it, I didn't have to go to work because of the blizzard, so I could do this. Now, I tried this earlier in the week and I botched up the sound. I tried this a year ago and my back was bollocksed. So this is it. We finally got it. This is it. This is the big John Robbie Burns tribute. John, I don't know who that guy is. Uh, late January, January the 25th is the birthday of Robbie Burns, the national poet of Scotland. All during a week, and unfortunately, some were going to try and do it this weekend. Burns nights and Burns suppers were going on, and pipes were being played, and poems were being read, and we're going to do the same here. Whoa, back there, you see that. So we're going to do some Burns poems and play some tunes that go with the poems. And hopefully this all comes together better than the last one. But this is it. We're moving on from here. So the first set of tunes I'm going to play is actually not Burns at all. It's just three traditional Scottish songs to get you in the mood. The first tune is Noawa to Bidawa or Bidawa, which is essentially Scots for we're going away, but we're not going away forever. We'll be back. And it's a song with a cool chorus. The internet god says it was often played as ships were leaving to bid people farewell and a safe return. And the chorus goes, for Noawa to Bidawa, for Noawa to Leah, for where Noawa to Bidawa, will I come back and see you. Well, there you go. We're going away, but we're coming back. So there's that tune. The second tune will be We You Know Come Back Again. Oh, what was the other theme there? Which is often referred to as Bonnie Charlie, the song. Made famous by that great film Gunga Din with Cary Grant, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., and Victor McLaglen. It's the tune that the pipers are playing as they approach the temple of the Thuggees. It's a pretty cool song. It's about Bonnie Prince Charlie. We know come back again. I don't think they're waiting for him anymore. And that trio of tunes will be rounded up with Scotland the Brave. So stay tuned for some Scottish music and some Scottish poetry. And, we'll see. Happy late birthday to Robbie Burns. Burns. Wow, all that piping was thirsty work. So here's to our first poem by the Bard. Oh, good stuff. The first poem is I heard once, I learned it being sung. It's called A Fond Kiss, and Then We Sever. Good versions of it for voice or good recordings. Look for, well, Doogie McLean does this. If you want to hear a gent's voice singing, his good. His singing is lovely. If you want to hear a lady sing it, a woman sing it, Karen Casey, yes, the Irish gal. Karen Matheson from Capercaillie, and Mary Black does a great version of it too. So it's I Fond Kiss, and Then We Sever. It's a nice short one. It's a love song. Sad, because, you know, sad is happy for deep people. I fond kiss, and then we sever. A farewell, alas, forever. Deep in heart-wrung tears I pledge thee, warring sighs and groans I wage thee. Who shall say what that fortune grieves him, while the star of hope she leaves him? Me nae cheerful twinkle lights me, dark despair around benights me. I'll ne'er blame my partial fancy, nothing could resist my Nancy. But to see her was to love her, love but her and love forever. Had we never loved sae kindly, had we never loved sae blindly, never met or never parted, we had ne'er been broken hearted. Fare thee well, thou first and fairest, fare thee weel, thou best and dearest. Thine be ilka joy and treasure, peace, enjoyment, love, and pleasure. A fond kiss, and then we sever. A farewell, alas, forever. Deep in heart-wrung tears I pledge thee, war in sighs and groans I'll wage thee. Geez, that's sad. Anyway, here's the tune. A fond kiss. How was that? I Fond Kiss. That's a lovely sad song. So the next poem and tune, fairly well known in Burns circles as A Man's a Man for That, but the tune itself is for that. The poem itself, the title is For All That and All That, or A That and All That. So if you're looking it up in your trusty Burns book and you can't find it, oh, by the way, Burns, that's what it is, for B's for Burns today. You got to remember that name. It's the tune itself is played traditionally when the haggis is paraded into the dinner. Haggis being a very complex pudding / sausage, all kinds of meat and entrails and things boiled in a sheep's tummy Although I've seen them here in the States cooked in a very large, it's boiled. So I've seen it cooked in a very large plastic bag, which was almost disconcerting, more disconcerting than a sheep's stomach. I've eaten it. It tastes like liverwurst. So I got no problem with haggis. The poem itself is, it's again a favorite song of mine. If you ever hear Doogie McLean sing it, it's great. It's a long poem, so I'm going to read the last two verses because they're my favorite. And here are the last two verses of For All That and All That, or A Man's a Man. A prince can make a belted knight, a marquis duke, and all that. But an honest man's a boon his might, good faith he maun afford that. For all that and all that, their dignities and all that, the pith of sense and the pride of worth are higher rank than all that. Then let us pray that come it may, as come it will for all that, that sense and worth o'er all the earth may bear the gree and all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet for all that, that man to man the world over shall brothers be for all that. Well, that's very uplifting. Well, here's the tune, A Man's a Man. It's a thirsty work, little bracer. And enjoy. Oh. A man's a man. The haggis is out, and the knives are sticking it, and well, you've had to be at a Burns dinner. This next poem and tune wasn't in the original program, but I was going through the book and I said, "Oh wait, Jesus, he wrote that, or it's in his book," and I could play that tune on the fife. Whoa! So I took a fife out and I played this tune to mix things up musically, and so here's the poem. Scots wha hae wi Wallace bled. The song or the tune appears in pipe books as Scots wha hae. It appears in fife and drum manuals often as Bruce's Address, because under the title here it says Scots wha hae with Wallace bled, Robert Bruce's address to his army before the Battle of Bannockburn. Now the Wallace that we're referring to, of course, is William Wallace. Woo, Braveheart. But anyway, I digress. It's a very short work. Cool tune. Again, you might find Doogie McLean singing it. I get no money from Doogie McLean. He's just a good singer. Scots wha hae with Wallace bled, Scots wham Bruce has often led. Welcome to your gory bed, or to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour. See the front o' battle lower. See approach proud Edward's power, chains and slavery. Wha will be a traitor knave, wha will fill a coward's grave. Wha say base as be a slave, let him turn and flee. Wha for Scotland's king and law, freedom's sword will strongly draw. Freedom stand or freedom fall, let him follow me. By oppression's woes and pains, by your sons in servile chains, we will drain our dearest veins, but they shall be free. Lay the proud usurpers low, tyrants fall in every foe, liberties in every blow, let us do or die. Wow. Well, they say 12 Scotsmen and a piper make a rebellion, huh? I don't know. Switching up for a little Scots with hay. Bands! Okay, the last poem, together. It's interesting. One night a year, almost the entire world recites this or sings this poem written by a Scotsman, which is kind of cool. And they probably don't understand a bloody word of it, but it got there. So who are we? The song or poem, of course, is Auld Lang Syne, made famous for New Year's Eve, of course. I often play the tune on pipes at like retirement affairs and things because it's, you know, it's a goodbye and thanks for your help kind of tune, as opposed to the no wah, you're coming back. This one's a thanks. Anyway, Auld Lang Syne. So some of it you'll recognize as the part we sing, and then there's a whole rest of it that we don't sing. But you know, if you look it up, you might find Doogie McLean singing it. Hey, you know, he did a whole record of Burns songs. So who knows? Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa ha run about the braes and put the gowans fine, but we've wandered many a weary foot since Auld Lang Syne. We twa ha paddled in the burn from morning sun till dine, but seas between us braid ha roared sin Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fear, and give us a hand of thine, and we'll take a right good willy wot for Auld Lang Syne. And surely ye be your pint stump, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Well, that was lovely. And here's the song. Auld Lang Syne. Happy birthday, Robbie Burns. Well, that's going to be it for our Burns tribute. It is a blizzard outside. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like, we'll go stare at it. Oh, I think I'm going to sit and listen to Pibroch Contest. There's a great streaming of the Donald MacLeod Memorial Contest in 2019. And dream about piping. Played a lot of pipes today. Had a lesson this morning. So I'm in the mood for some good piping. Thanks for listening. It's fun to read poems. It's fun to read poems out loud. They work better that way. And since Burns, a lot of Burns' poems got turned into songs, they work out best out loud. So get yourself a Burns and read some poems out loud. There's some long ones and some short ones. Have some haggis, tatties, and neeps. We're having ribs and red cabbage tonight. So sorry. Cheers, Slanchavar. Happy birthday, Robbie Burns. Stay warm. Don't shovel snow if you're old. If you can get young people to do it. And this, by the way, is a Balvenie. Hold. It's a 14-year-old Balvenie single malt aged in Caribbean rum cask. Let me tell you, this stuff is good. And I'll leave you with that. Have a good day, and I'll see you again.